There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your evening update.
Few clouds moving through this afternoon, but otherwise we've been mostly sunny here. Notice off to the northwest, though, severe thunderstorm watch up near St. Louis. That frontal system eventually gets in here late tomorrow night and Friday morning, and we will have showers and thunderstorms to deal with as well. 73 degrees at the Lawrenceburg Airport after starting around 45 this morning. No rainfall in the bucket, but that will also be changing over the next 36 hours here as that frontal system gets into our area. First off, futurecast for the next 24 hours. We'll break down that, and then we'll break down our storm chances for Friday morning. We're partly cloudy here. Futurecast actually overdoing the cloud cover a little bit. Still warm, dropping out of the 70s into the 60s near sunset, and then only into the 50s overnight. I think most of us are into the mid-50s for morning lows, although there could definitely be a few folks into the lower 50s. And up here north of Lewisburg toward Chapel Hill or so, I can't even rule out some stray upper 40s, but we're going to be milder tonight than what we have been past several nights. Clouds increasing for our Thursday, but still some sunshine and a stronger southerly wind. That means warm conditions again tomorrow, upper 70s for most of us, although some spots in northwest Alabama I do think get into the lower 80s. Notice a few isolated showers or rumble of thunder back just west of the area, but they might stretch as far east by early afternoon to Savannah, Tennessee, or Iuka, Mississippi, maybe over toward Wayne County. Maybe another isolated thunderstorm in the evening as far east as the Natchez Trace Parkway, but the main rain chances hold off until after midnight tomorrow night, when there may be a few strong to severe thunderstorms across the area as a complex of thunderstorms from the west gradually weakens but moves into the area Friday morning. There will be enough instability and wind shear in the atmosphere for a few storms to possibly produce some 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts and some heavy rain, in addition to the potential for maybe a stray tornado or two. It's not a big tornado threat by any means, but with the instability the storm field will have in the atmosphere being based near the surface, because we won't have cool, stable air near the ground this time like the last few storm threats. So it'll actually be upper 60s to lower 70s, even during the early morning hours of Friday before the storms move in. That allows that thunderstorm updraft that develops to tap into that surface-based air mass and also tap into that low-level spin. And because of that, there may be a stray tornado or two. Again, not looking at a big tornado threat, not looking at an outbreak. You can see the risk is on the lower end of the scale here, but I can't rule out a stray tornado warning or two. The main risk with the storms coming in Friday morning, some 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts that can knock down trees, possibly trees on the power lines, so be aware of that. A little bit of small hail can't be ruled out, but that's the lower end threat as well. And then localized heavy rain could cause some isolated street flooding or some isolated lower end type flash flooding. Main timeline with the storms from around 2 a.m. Friday morning until around 9 a.m., although the severe threat probably ending earlier than that. Here's a breakdown of the timing of the storms themselves with Futurecast. You can see by midnight tomorrow night, 12 a.m. Friday, line still off toward the Mississippi River. By 2 to 3 a.m., the line is approaching our area from the west, however. Notice it's still strong, and as the line moves in, notice these little contoured areas in the line here and there. Don't pay attention to the exact placement, but just the overall idea that they're there. That's the forecast model having some rotation tracks in the line. So there could be one or two storms rotating in the line that produce damaging straight line winds, and that also means there could be a stray tornado or two in the line. Not a big violent tornado, anything like that, but we know that it doesn't matter. EF0, EF5, anything in between, a tornado is a tornado, and a tornado is dangerous. And I can't rule out one or two of them Friday morning, even though that is a lower end type threat. So be alert. Go through your safety plans. We go through this several times every year. It's nothing to be scared of, nothing to panic over. If you go through your safety plan and you have reliable ways of hearing warnings early Friday morning, including something that can wake you out of your sleep, you'll be just fine. You just have to be alert and know what's going on. Those storms continue to push on through the southeast Friday morning, and I think by 6 or 7 a.m., The severe weather threat's mostly over, but some heavy rain and isolated flooding could still continue all the way up through 8, 9 a.m. before things shift on to the south. And then maybe some scattered redevelopment of showers and thunderstorms through the day. But with the atmosphere worked over, if there is afternoon development or even midday development behind the morning line, it should not be severe. And then after that, rain shifts off to the south. I think for the weekend, we've lowered Saturday and Sunday rain chances. A little bit cooler Saturday and Sunday as well, into the mid-60s, and then behind the front itself into the 50s as we head toward early next week. And yes, by Tuesday morning, looking at a light freeze once again, so be aware of that. Forecast for tonight across the area dropping out of the 70s into the 60s this evening, and then 50s overnight, getting down toward the mid-50s for most of us. For morning lows with partly cloudy skies across the area. Increasing clouds for tomorrow, but despite that, very warm, upper 70s and lower 80s. Maybe a stray shower or thunder shower in the afternoon or evening, but the widespread rain chances hold off until after midnight tomorrow night through the morning hours of Friday. And again, with that initial complex of thunderstorms Friday morning between 2 a.m. and 9 a.m., a few of those storms could be strong to severe, so we will be here tracking it for you. We've removed the big rain chances for the weekend here, about a 10% chance of a shower still, but that means the vast majority of us, even worst case scenario, vast majority of us still stay dry. So we'll take them off the 7-day. St. Patrick's Day looking dry now, and mostly sunny going into early next week, but cooler with daytime highs back into the 50s. And again, looking at another light freeze there early next week toward Monday night into Tuesday morning. There's a look at your latest 7-day forecast. I'll be back at 9 o'clock for a final check of your local weather.